British Columbia's most significant military museum because we concentrate on all branches of the armed forces. I think it's important that Canadians know the story of Canada's proud military history and traditions. And that's really the reason that we're here and why hundreds of volunteers who have passed through our doors over the last 40 years, because this is our 40th anniversary in 2026, have all contributed to the building of the museum. I moved to Nanaimo in 1996 and began volunteering at the museum in 1998. Those were the days when we were in the Rutherford Mall. We moved into the building at the end of 2010 and began to assemble all of our artifacts.
I would say that 90% of what's on display in there is a product of his design and his thought and his research, and he's done a superb job. I first met Brian 13 years ago when I came on as a volunteer. And since then I've worked with him on the newsletter, on developing displays, and I've watched him apply his genius to detail as he developed and designed the displays that are in the museum.
But the area that really has stuck out the most to me is how incredible he is at tours.
But he's also in the Air Force, so he would have been an air crew.
Seeing what an age group is, what their interests are, and tailoring it to them.
We concentrate in this museum more on people's stories, how they lived, what it was like, their particular experiences.
All of the things that we have in the museum have been donations from the community.
And there's rarely a month goes by that someone doesn't bring in some little item.
People come in with their personal stories and those stay with the artifacts, and Brian remembers them all. And so it's really unique to be able to be on one of his tours. The Cultural Heritage Award is that you're looking at someone who has contributed in an exceptional way to preserving and promoting the cultural heritage of Nanaimo. Everything that he does for the museum, from exhibits to background stuff that you don't get to see, to running basically all of the tours that come through here, he certainly deserves that nomination.
That gun is called the Brown Bess. I was surprised, delighted. Anything that highlights the work we do at the Vancouver Island Military Museum is always a plus.
Most recently, he's been primarily responsible, along with Roger Byrd, the past president, in forming a partnership with the city so that the museum's future is assured.
This is not a war museum. This is Canada's history museum. And I want to make sure that it's the same with all the volunteers, that we built something that the city can be proud of and the citizens of Nanaimo can be proud of, because you'll see things here that you won't see anywhere else.